welcome back to another TSW video. We're back on the West Coast Main Line South. We're going to be driving the 2C47 Watford Junction to London Euston. The time is 4:58 PM. Operate this passenger service from Watford Junction to London Euston in the Class 710 Transport for London. I did do a video previously before the updates, but it was so bad, so bad. I actually had to take my graphic settings to medium, and even then I was still getting like really bad stuttering and the game just going really slow. But the updates have come out now. They've been out for a while. I've not been able to get on and test them yet, so what I thought I'd do is I deleted the other London Overground service from Houston to Watford Junction to Euston. Excuse me. And I thought I'd do a new one. Of course, there is no scenarios for this on this route, so you've got to do it on timetable. You'd thought they would at least do one scenario for the Watford Junction to London Euston. Bit lazy that they haven't. So let's get started and see how it is. So yeah, unlock the doors. I'm leaving at 7. I need to put on these safety things. Make sure these are on. Facing upwards, yep. Click here. Let's stick the key in.
TPWS and AWS operational.
What platform are we on? No, on this far one. I mean, there's nothing else here. For nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd thought there'd be more trains here, wouldn't you? Nothing on the southern end. No 350s or 390s coming through. Lights up on automatically. Don't think there's anything else I need to set up. That's already done, but let's just make it a bit more realistic. Registration code 2C47998, lead driver. Well, there goes a 390. Let's just pop out here and get a screenshot before we leave. I hate when it does that, when things get in the way. And it pushes you out the way. It makes it harder to get a screenshot. Doors may have closed all on their own automatically, but you still got to lock them. So you go up to Watford High Street platform 1. Train approaching. And it's a freight train. You can see this glow from the, oh, there's a 350 going as well. You can see the glow on the right hand side from where the sun's setting. I've got it on today's date, which is the 7th of November. Excuse me. I'm sure it's not this dark at 5 o'clock, surely. So we've moved away from the West Coast main line. We've got a fellow overground train going up. So watch your speed. So it's just we're going down a 1.1 radian. It's a clear sky, no clouds. To Watford High Street. Perfect stopping. Let's close the doors up. Next station is Bushy. Which does come with a 20 miles per hour speed limit when we get to it, just before the station. Now travelling on a 1.0 up gradient. I wasn't expecting it to be this dark for 5 o'clock. If it was the later end of November, then yes. But not early November, not this early. It shouldn't be this dark. Now climbing at a 1.7 gradient. So I'm just going to drop it down. 220 as we approach Bushy, sorry. It's one of those unique stations that's not part of the main station. So we're still separated from the West Coast main line. As you can see, the platforms for them over there. Providing all goes well with the graphics in that, we will I will have a look at guard mode as well. we'll do the Bakerloo line first. No, not the original Bakerloo line, but the version that comes with the West Coast Main Line. I can't remember if I've done the 377 yet. I can't remember if that's one of the videos that was so poor that I had to delete it, or whether it's been up. I'm going to have a look back on that now, aren't I? Look back on the channel and see if it's there or not. Of course I will do that if need be, if I haven't done it yet. So Carpenter's Park is the next stop. Back to a 45 miles per hour limit, up to a 45 miles per hour limit. On a flat gradient. I wish they'd actually do more London Overground routes. At the moment we've only got one London Overground route, and we've only got this one as it's a part of the West Coast Main Line. Speaking of the West Coast Main Line, and I know a lot of other people in the community think that DDG should update the Bakerloo line, the original Bakerloo line, bring it up to TSW 5 standards, and have, oh there goes 350, and have the London Overground on it for the parts that it shares with it. There's another overground there, and the other way, and not only have the London Overground on the parts that it shares with the Underground, but have AI traffic on the parts that you can see the West Coast Main Line from the Bakerloo line. I'm sure it would not be too much of a hassle for them to do that. Oh, here comes a train coming up. You can just see the lights in the distance. Maybe it's something that they could look at after they remastered the Great Western Main Line. Oh. Ooh. I pressed the wrong button there. Opening the doors on the wrong side when I was supposed to be closing the doors on this side. Whoops. That's going to make me a bit late. If you do find yourself running a bit late and want to catch up with times, what I always tend to do is close the doors 10 seconds before it's due to leave. So the next stop is Hatch End. Of course, if you're running late, you can't really judge where about that 10-second marker, so you've got to try and guess by where the bar was going up. It was so much easier when you had that circle bar, like in TSW3, which I also used in TSW4. But for some reason you can't use it, you can't revert to it in TSW5, which is quite annoying. Because I did prefer that on that upper left-hand HUD. been on the Watford DC lines. Would be nice to do, but I don't live in London, so if I had the money, I would travel a lot more. As it would make for good content on my other channel. I do a lot of mixed stuff on my other channel. If you go to my main YouTube channel on here and go down, you will see my other channel linked. So go to the main channel page and then go down and you'll see my new channel, my main channel there. Please feel free to like on videos there, comment and subscribe. And of course hit that bell notification to get up to date with all future content. The next stop is Headstone. There goes a 377. That's the first time I've seen a 377 go past when driving this route. So we're due out at 17:14, but we can't. But if you time it just right, as you can see the bars going up, so if you close the doors about now, it just gives you that extra few seconds. So 350 goes past. And always go up to notch 10 to get the quickest way out. So next stop is Harrow and Willesden, which is I think where the London Underground joins with us. One of the things I'd like DDG to do, I don't think it's prototypical, but it would be nice for now, is to have this train at Clapham Junction over on the London Overground part, just to make it be a little less empty since we don't have south-west trains. And I'd also like to see it come in between Norwood Junction and West Croydon. So there's the possibility of seeing it as you go over the West Croydon line from South Norwood. That'd actually be quite cool as well. So before we get to Harrow and Willesden, we are dropping down to 30 miles per hour. Not sure why we dropped down to 30 here and then go back up to 45 just before we get to the station. See a London Underground in these sidings there. Oh no, he's moving. Oh, maybe we've already joined the London Underground then. Or he's just going into the sidings now. A bit of stuttering as we're coming in here. It does make it hard to judge to brake when it's stuttering like this. I'm not sure why we're getting such low frame rates here. Yeah, they are right, they're all getting off fine. There was no other trains here. Apart from that London Underground that was going up there. So I don't know why we were getting such bad stuttering there. So Kenton is our next stop in just a mile's time. In a mile's time, sorry. I hate when if you look on the HUD, on the right hand side, you got a 45 and you got a 90 together. I hate when it does that because you don't know which one is the speed for you. Well, it does say it's 90 up there on the just above it, so I'm guessing that's 90 for us. I'm not sure what that 45 is there for then, since we're already going at 45. We're 0.3% gradient now. I actually thought that the West Coast Main Line and the DC line did separate for a little bit, not just at Watford High Street, but I thought it did go a little bit further apart from the West Coast Main Line. Now we've not gone up to 90. We're past the 90 board, but we're still at 45. So I don't get why it said 90 on there. So we go past another London Underground, and we've got a Pendolino. Let's just go to photo mode. Where are we? There we are. That's only moving it. I'm not going to change the weather or the time of day, because that seems to affect the game. Plus I want it as it is now, don't I? If it's going to be a thumbnail. Or a possible thumbnail anyway. There you go, I think that's the best we're going to get. Let's go 390, the underground and the overground. Let's take the grid off. No, not that grid. The overlay. And I'm going to F12 it. There you go. The reason why I screenshot take it is because if I take a screenshot using that thingy there to save it on the photo mode, it always has a long pause and that, and it goes a bit weird, so I always take the overlay off and F12 it. It's so much simpler. out quite early, so that's good. Nice a bit early. So we've got a 4 minutes sitting here before we have to leave. Just take the braking up to 1 notch. That also saves a bit of time. So wait until 17:20. But when it gets to 50 seconds, I will close the doors then, if they don't close automatically. Sometimes they close automatically and you just have to lock them. And there goes another 390, but it's going up. There's a 350 coming down, I think, as well. Oh yeah, look, they're closing automatically and there's 350. And I'm going to lock them. Take the brakes off. 56, 57, 58, right. Put it up to number 10 and off we go. So our next stop is South Kenton. Stage 1 braking on. Stage 3. Just let it coast now. And stage 2. Yeah, we have gone a little bit past the stop mark. There's another 390 goes past. So we had that we're on platform 1, and the other side is counted as platform 2, but when we're sharing the station with the West Coast main line... Oh! I've used the wrong doors again. It's going to make us a bit late now. I would be fired at this point, opening the wrong side of the doors twice. When we share a station with the West Coast main line, our platform then becomes platform 2. But when it's just a station for the overground and underground, this side is platform 1. Why not just have it always this side platform 2 and that side platform 1? So our next stop is North Wembley. 350. It looks like there's a 390. Oh no, it's a road. Oh, it's this bit I can see the cars coming around this bit, and the lights there. That's what's I thought there was a train coming down, but it's not. It's the lights from there. So Wembley Central is next. Because Wembley is where I'll be going next summer. I'm going to go see Coldplay. Put me into a lot of debt getting those tickets. Oh, a lot of debt with my friend, my best friend. But I'll be staying at theirs the night, so I won't be coming by a train as we're coming up by car. I would like to come down here just for the day to Wembley and have a look around the shops and that around here in the area. But unfortunately it's just too expensive for me to come down to just for a day trip. Definitely can't afford to stay in a hotel here. As nice as that would be. Stay the night, come down during the day, leave early morning. Get here for have a look around, check the hotel, have a look around, check out my hotel the next day, spend more time during the day and then leave like 6 o'clock the next evening. That would actually be quite cool. So we're now dropping down to 40, so I'm not going to take it past 45, past 40 when we get up to it. It's gone past 40 anyway, just slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Some points there. So what we're doing now is we're going under the West Coast main line. So we're now going to be on the right side of it, the left side of it, sorry. So we're just going under it now. So now we're on the left side. Not been really held up by any Bakerloo trains really, have we? We've seen 2 or 3 go past us, but no more yet. I thought they were a bit more frequent than this. We are back up to 45 miles per hour as we got the gradient there. There is a line to the left of us. Oh no, it's no longer there. Though there is more lines there to the left of us, joining us. I should be paying more attention. I'll stick on the emergency brake. Stonebridge. No, dead on time. I like this train because when you stick on the emergency brake, you don't have to fully stop. You can then take it out of the emergency brake. With a lot of other trains, you have to, once you stick the emergency brake on, you have to stop, then start. So when you do it accidentally, you have to come to a full stop. But luckily you don't have to do that. I mean, yeah, no, I've just got on coast. So the next stop is Harleston. We have got a red light above us. Oh, so maybe we'll get held up. Because we are still part of rush hour. So maybe there is an underground train in front of us. Oh no, come to a single yellow now. Slow speeding a bit. Just gonna go up the map. No, I got the wrong way up. This way. No. Going this way. Yeah, there's the train. It's service. Can't tell if it's an underground. Oh, it's going to Elephant and Castle. That's there is an underground train in front of us. So Willesden Junction is the next stop. We do drop down to 30 miles per hour just before we get to Willesden Junction. Excuse me. It would be nice if we can get a London Overground route with the other London Overground trains on it, sorry. So it would be nice if we can get a route with other London Overground trains, because then we can see them here as well. So now on the upper levels, you do get the other London Overground route up there. We'd love to have the Surrey Quays London Overground route as well. And that kind of circlish kind of line at, that goes from Clapham Junction to Clapham Junction. Oh, we're leaving a bit early. I didn't see that. Wait until 17:34. Oh well. There's a London Overground train stabled in the sidings there. So Kensal Green is the next stop. So you see a 390 going past on the right hand side. On the Bakerloo line you get some old trains in the sidings here, which would have been nice to see if they kept them in, and some old coaches. And 2 HSTs stabled there as well. It would be nice if they kept them in. Once we go past this yellow light, we go up to 45 miles per hour as well. So we're back to being right next to the West Coast Main Line. I think this line is the only line that an underground shares with an overground. We are slightly early, so that's good. So we are back on schedule. We're due out at 17:37 in a minute's time. We weren't due in till 36:30, but we came in at 36. We'll leave at 37. Let's take a break to 1. Just going to leave it on coast. Yeah, now I'm not looking to move, I've just got on coast because that's the neutral position. The doors are closing on their own. So all we have to do is lock them now, so we don't have to worry about doing it 10 seconds early. We'll lock them now, 2 seconds early, and set off. We have now got a green light ahead of us. Queen's Park is the next stop. And this is where we will depart from the London Underground trains. Not seen any more go past us, have we? I thought they were more frequent than this. Maybe it's something DDG needs to look at and fix. Because the people on the other side are going away from London are waiting a long time for that the next underground train, aren't they? It's been a while. Oh, we've now got clear signals. There's that underground train that we were chasing behind. Oh, it's not continuing on, it's terminating here. But then again, that could just be DTG's programming, because the rest of the line isn't actually in the game. I thought there's a train coming in then. Oh, opening the wrong doors again. So Kilburn High Road is our next destination. Another underground inlet. It's the doors we could hear. So not too far from London, Houston now. Not seeing another London Overground train in a while. It's a 350 goes past. I know they've not got the full London Overground timetable in the game, so there are plenty of services missing. It would be nice to get some Southwest trains into the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a circle line, isn't there, from Waterloo that goes down into the suburbs and then back up to Waterloo again? It's been a long while since I've been on a Southwest train. So South Hempstead is the next stop. And after that, shortly after we leave there, we drop down to 30 miles per hour. We are getting a bit of stuttering as we come into here, which is not a good sign for when we approach Houston. It's because there is no neutral, it's just coast, isn't it? So London Houston is our next port of call, where we will terminate. We will drop down to 30 miles per hour. As a fast train goes past. We're now past the stuttering point. We lost some frame rates. That's not a good sign for coming into Houston, is it? Oh, what happened? We've paused. Why have we paused? This is not good. Will it restart? And it looks like we may have to end the video here. This is the first time this has ever happened. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. The game is just shut down. There's nothing to say why the game is shut down or anything. So this shouldn't be happening. This should not be happening. This has never happened to me before playing Train Sim World 5 or Train Sim World 4 or any other previous iterations. And there's no error message coming up to say why it did this either. So this is totally unacceptable. I do apologise for this, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even remember what the time was. But that's just like really taking me out of it now, so I'm not even going to go back in, go to timetable mode, go to the last station we was at, then travel into Houston. Because that's just totally taking it out for me. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe with that bell notification to keep up to date all future content. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye for now and take care.